JakeCosplays.
Is Santa Claus a shaman? Polar regions. Okay, so you might have also heard this one. Is Santa Claus based in any way of the shamans of Siberia of the North? This might seem like a very odd question, but some who have studied the figure to see some fascinating similarities. But first, we should begin by discussing the word shaman, become a generic term for the spiritual practices of almost any indigenous people anywhere in the world, but this is a bit lazy and incorrect. Properly, a shaman is one of the holy people of the cultures of Siberia, and their practices are not exactly the same as those found elsewhere. As such, there has been a move of reclaim to term to use it only in connection with those people who originated it, which seems fair. An alternative term of animism, which can be used to describe the spiritual workings of any number of native peoples around the world. And with that established, we can talk about the Sami, the indigenous people of Sapmi, the lands of northern Norway, Sweden, Finland, and western Russia, incorrectly known as Lapland. They have a number of interesting cultural traditions that bear an almost creepy resemblance to our stories of Santa. In some Sami settlements, people traditionally would be visited by their holy persons at the solstice or other times. They would come to perform spiritual and healing work, often while using the hallucinogenic mushroom Amanita muscaria, also known as fly agaric, which is a red toadstool with white spots. I am familiar with this mushroom. The holy persons often imitate this mushroom as dressing in red and white. Old Sami dwellings, or Sami, apologies for natives. Dwellings resembled teepees if they were covered in show. The holy person might have to enter from the top, i.e. where the smoke from fires escape. These holy ones would bring the gift of healing and messages from beyond, and afterward they would be thanked with gifts of food in return. They would then leave, often on sleds pulled by animals, especially, yes, reindeer. So I guess this is where the depiction of Santa from Narnia came from. And reindeer, by the way, enjoy nibbling on fly agaric mushrooms and will seek them out. It's also worth mentioning that the northern Finland is still touted by Finnish source organizations as the home of Santa Claus. None of this proves that Sami or even Siberian traditions are the origin of some of our most famous ideas about Santa, of course, but some have suggested that Clement Clark Moore, who is credited with writing the 1823 poem, and I quote, "A Visit from St. Nicholas," unquote, better known as, unquote, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," unquote, or "'Twas the Night Before Gwenmas," might have been drawing upon old northern legends and subscriptions of ancient traditions that were just beginning to make their way into greater awarenesses at the time. It doesn't mean that there is a direct connection between magic mushrooms and Santa, but rather that our ideas about Santa are formed from several influences. One of them might well be the healers of the snowy north, who visited people via reindeer in the coldest time of the year to bring healing and health, and who dressed in the bright red of their most useful tool. Let's not forget they sometimes even wore green. So could Santa be enjoying the hallucinogenic power of these mushrooms every December 24th? Who knows? 420.
Greetings, my friends. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon on new video releases. If you want to support elsewhere, purchase merch in the link provided on the video. What was that?